Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Plum Jaggers by Susan Richards Shreve. Performed by Christopher Lane and Nancy Pearl.
My contract with Amazon Publishing to curate the Booklust Rediscovery series states that I am to write an introduction to each title, along with providing discussion questions and suggestions for further reading. I've especially enjoyed writing the introductions. Each one has been a marvelous opportunity to think back over my relationship with the novel in question. And for me, reading a book that I love is very much like being in a relationship. How did I discover it? When? Where was I? What has my experience with it been like? Did it have a lasting effect on my life? Have I thought about it over the years, or at least occasionally? How often have I been back to revisit it? There are two reasons why it's been very easy for me to remember how I discovered the books that are included in the Booklust Rediscovery series. First is that these are novels for which I have an enormous fondness. They've meant a lot to me at different times in my life. The second reason is that although I have a terrible memory of the facts and events of my so-called real life, I once entered the wrong date of birth for my husband on an important document. I remember very little about my children's childhood, though I was a stay-at-home mom during most of those years. I have a terrific memory for books and authors. I can still picture my childhood library, the Parkman branch of the Detroit Public Library System, and could easily show you today where the horse and dog books were shelved, where I was sitting when I first picked up Robert Heinlein's Space Cadet. I was 10. And what shelves I was standing in front of when I discovered Wild Decembers, a biographical novel about the Brontes that was so desolate it put me off from reading anything by Emily, Charlotte, and Anne for decades. Even today, just thinking about their lives makes me sad. And with Susan Richards Shreve's Plum Jaggers, remembering when and where I was when I read it is a no-brainer. Shreve has written 11 novels and many more books for children, and I was with her, metaphorically, from the very beginning. In 1974, at the Stillwater, Oklahoma Public Library, I picked up a copy of A Fortunate Madness from the display of new books. It's not hard for me to understand why, all those years ago, a book with the word madness in the title would have attracted me. It was not a particularly...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?